It's IBC 2024 and I'm in Hall 11 on the Netgear stand speaking to Devan. Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Very good indeed. Yourselves? Good show so far?
Show has been fantastic. We've had lots of interest in a lot of new products that we have.
Great. So we're halfway through day 2, so let's hope it continues. Now, we got some Switch news.
That is
what
what
we're looking at.
Netgear does. We build switches, but these ones are specific to the broadcast and the commercial AV market.
Of course.
For this particular show, we have some really fantastic switches that have just been released, and these are ST2110 switches.
Okay.
This is our kind of first entry into this market, but they come packed with a lot of features on this. A couple of these are actually right here. So you'll see a switch here. The top switch here has a Grandmaster clock. It is 16 ports of 25 gig fiber, and it has 400 gigs of uplink, so it's non-blocking. So if you look at 16 times 25, that's 400. You can move the entire bandwidth through this switch through the uplinks on that. We paid a lot of attention to what the broadcasters needed in the market, and we saw this switch as a perfect switch for video applications.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of our customers out there that are doing intercom systems and audio, and so you really don't need a 25 gig per port switch to be able to accomplish something like that in 2110. So the switch right below it is our second entry into the 2110 market, and you'll see 40 ports of 10 gig, multi-gig, on this with 400 gig of uplink. So if you do the math again, 40 times 10 is 400. They're full non-blocking bandwidth on these. Both these switches have Grandmaster clocks built into them and are rounded out by a number of switches in the 4350 line that allow for copper and fiber transmission of these signals. Now, where we've really differentiated in this market is, once again, like we've done on so many of our other switches, we created profiles. Profiles so you don't have to be an expert to configure these for ST2110 applications. It's a very easy configuration tool with drop-down menus where you point to the ports and say, on this port, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'd like to do ST2110. We do all the background work for it, making it easier to configure and more reliable.
It is important to say that not every broadcast engineer is necessarily a fully fledged network engineer, and configuring routers easily is going to be a great help.
Yeah, I would say that they're great at a lot of things, but not everybody is a certified network expert. So we want to take that complexity out of the network configuration and make it really easy for them to focus on the jobs that they know how to do best.
And it's an interface. I guess it's a web on a web page.
Absolutely. It's served up either from the switch itself, or we actually have a product called Engage that can see everything on the network, and you can do the configurations from there.
Great. So we've noticed there's also not
just pointed at you right up there.
It's a little white box there.
It is. So
we did speak about WIFI7 previously.
We did.
So tell us a bit more.
WIFI7 is the newest technology for Wi-Fi. And while we don't talk about Wi-Fi in this market a lot, a product like this can offer a lot of bandwidth throughput. And what do we need in switches? What do we need to move various different data points through the network? We need reliability and bandwidth. And so the Wi-Fi7, I think, opens up a lot of possibilities of what we could do in the broadcast market with large bandwidth movement and reliability with the new Wi-Fi 7 technology.
Reliable video and audio over Wi-Fi is something traditionally we wouldn't have.
It would be that's the dream.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complications that go along with it. But, I can tell you that we're talking to people about that. So it's of interest, and people are seeing the possibilities of what Wi-Fi 7 can do.
Yeah. Great bandwidth is a good start and a step in the right direction.
It's the right direction.
There you go. If people are at the show, we're coming into Hall 11 to find you.
Yeah, that's right.
After the show, where do we send people to find these particular products?
Yeah, so you should go to netgear.com. On there, you'll see our Pro AV section, and you'll see all the great M4250, 4350 line of product that are specifically built for this market to make the broadcasters' integrations lives easy.
That's great. Thank you very much, Devan. Do go on and find out more information and pop along to the stand if you're still at IBC. And for everything else that we're doing here, it's kitplus.com.